So honestly, when it comes to this subject, I really had no plans of talking about it on this channel. It just seems to be something that I didn't think really mattered too much, but after hearing all of this new information that's going on about it, I just feel like I have to talk about it in some capacity just because the fact that there's so many people that are so mad and everything, and I just feel like it's definitely something that we need to discuss on this channel. Hello everybody, what is going on? Jimmy here, back with another video. Today, my friends, we're going to be talking about Amiibo, and not just Amiibo, but one specific Amiibo. The Skyward Sword Loftwing Amiibo. It is actually Zelda and Loftwing, sorry, that's the name of it. It is a $25 Amiibo, and you know, I get you're getting two Amiibos, I understand that, but like, Nintendo, are you serious? $25 for an Amiibo character that allows you to leave anytime you're in a dungeon to go buy more stuff and prepare more. Basically, a quality of life improvement hidden behind a paywall. That's a $25 paywall. On top of that $25 paywall, there is the fact that you're paying $60 for a game that came out in the year 2011 that did not perform very well. So Nintendo is now seeing that with the unbelievable popularity that Breath of the Wild reached, that they're going to milk their fans and force them to spend $60 on a remaster that basically just cleans up the graphics a little bit. It doesn't even really add that much stuff whatsoever, at least from what we're seeing here. We'll know soon. E3 is coming up right around the corner. Like, when does it end with Nintendo? That's the thing I don't understand lately. They're just not being the company that they used to be, in the sense that they used to always prioritize what people wanted over money. And that's what made them so much money, because the fact that they listened to people and what they asked for. And you don't just have to take my word for this, because I'm not just blindly hating on Nintendo like some people do. Some people just hate Nintendo, and that's fine. I understand. They're Xbox fanboys, they're PlayStation fanboys. That's fine. But under the same token, there is a lot of people who just hate on Nintendo, and Nintendo is my definite favorite out of the three. And I really want to see nothing but success for Nintendo, but I can definitely tell that they're more money focused, and I actually have some proof with me this time. I'm going to read you something by the name of a man, I can't say his name, Gillis Goddard. He made Star Fox with Shigeru Miyamoto and worked on Mario 64 and created 1080 snowboarding. He's worked in the Japanese game industry for more than 30 years, runs his own development studio, and is about to release a new snowboarding game for VR. He actually said to ask him anything. When he was asked about the loss of Iwata, the old Nintendo president, he actually said that it has deeply affected Nintendo, in my opinion, yes. It is now basically run by the shareholders. I did actually have a few interactions with him, especially in the old days, which actually visited SGI together when we were working on N64. He also said, without wanting to diss Nintendo, I think their primary focus nowadays is money. And that's exactly what I'm trying to say. You can tell with these Amiibos, you can tell with everything, Nintendo is changing. He says, without wanting to diss Nintendo, I think their primary focus nowadays is money, which I find quite sad, to be honest. I know internally they haven't changed and still want to make the best games, but the company's goals have changed. And you can tell with this, especially with the fact that we're now paying $25 for an Amiibo that locks features that the game should have launched with in it. And it seems like this is like an EA, this is like an Activision, this is like it's a studio that would pull something like this that's not Nintendo. And it's a very not Nintendo thing to do. And I have to call Nintendo out on it, even though I don't want to call Nintendo out on it and I want to pretend like everything's fine. There is some times where even if you love something, you have to point out what's wrong with it because you want to see it get better. And that's where I'm at with Nintendo. I'm not hating here. I'm just trying to state that, truthfully speaking, I feel like this is probably true. This guy knows what he's talking about. He's worked with Shigeru Miyamoto. Not a lot of people in this world at all can truly say that. And because of that, I'm going to take his word for it. I'm not going to say that he's lying here. He even says he doesn't want to diss Nintendo, right? So he's not trying to make anyone look bad here. He's just saying that the primary motive of Nintendo is to make money nowadays, which is fine, but I think before they used to make so much money because their primary focus was to make fun. And you know what, this may work for them, this may be great for them, but truthfully speaking, Nintendo should always try to focus on being the best company they can instead of just being money hungry. I get the fact every company has to make money, obviously, to stay in business, but under the same token, you do not have to take it to these levels to make money. There's a lot of people who are now not going to buy Skyward Sword because of that Amiibo, which, mind you, is being scalped by scalpers. Yes, we're dealing with scalpers again. If you've not been able to get a PS5 or a Series X or S this entire year, or digital edition for that matter of the PS5, Well, guess what? You have scalpers to thank for the amiibo being 50 some dollars or more on eBay. Yes, there will be more stock. I always say this because I think nobody says it enough, but please do not pay a scalper for the rest of us all. Even if you want to pay a scalper, please do not, because you're just making it to where none of us can pay the price we actually want to pay for it, because if there's a market for it, the scalpers are just going to keep doing this, and we're not going to be able to own anything without paying more for it. I'm very disappointed in Nintendo, and I hope that they get their stuff together, but I'm very excited to see what they're going to show us at E3. I will have more prediction videos up for that and everything else. If you like this video, don't forget to drop me a like, comment, maybe subscribe to the channel if you're new, and as always, thank you for watching. Jimmy out of here. But I also wanted to say before I end this that this video is just my opinion. If you think it's fine, Nintendo's running their way this way, that's totally acceptable too. Let me know down below. Anyways, again, see you all later.